Meghan Markle's open letter to U.S. Congress calling for paid family leave has been branded problematic by royal expert Russell Myers, who emphasized that she is still a member of the royal family. As Mr.Myers accuses Meghan paint a black picture of royal brand for abuse it to bite back royals. Traditionally, the royal family remains strictly neutral when it comes to political matters. But since stepping away from the firm, Meghan and Harry have stepped into the realm of politics and urged Americans to vote in the U.S. president elections last November. Her letter, addressed to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, was labeled problematic by Daily Mirror royal editor Russell Myers. However, he also urged people not to be too harsh on Meghan, as the cause is a noble one. Speaking on royal podcast Pod Save the Queen, hosted by Zoe Forsey, he claimed that Meghan's letter was controversial because of her royal role. He said, "Now obviously, the issue is, when you actually see the letter, Meghan is writing this to two elected officials in the United States whilst using her Duchess of Sussex title. It is on letter-headed paper from the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, which is problematic. I think that does raise an awful lot of questions about the royals entering politics. Certainly, in a foreign country, regardless of whether Meghan is American or not. She is a member of the royal family, and you certainly couldn't get a member of the royal family here in the UK getting away with something like that, being so explicit. Members of the British royal family are not supposed to become involved in political matters as a matter of protocol. However, Meghan is not the only one to have expressed opinions that verge on the political. Prince Charles and Prince William have both been outspoken about climate change, for example. Royals often have a thin line to tread, speaking out about issues they care about whilst being careful to maintain the neutrality of the monarchy. On the flip side, Meghan is no longer a working royal and her unprecedented position poses new questions about what she and Harry should be able to do post-royal life. Recent reports have suggested that Meghan could even be planning to run for US president in the next decade. Tom Bower, who is writing an unauthorized biography of the Duchess, put the idea forward in a column for The Sun in July. He claimed that Meghan may use her friendship with U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris and the Obamas in her possible bid for the White House. Speaking on the podcast, Mr. Myers also addressed the idea that Meghan may seek elected office in the U.S. He said, "Maybe we have turned a tide, but does she harbor political ambitions? I'm not too sure. I think there are other things she's probably more interested in doing." The journalist and commentator also praised Meghan for highlighting the issue of paid leave, which he said had been bubbling under the surface for millions of Americans for a long time. He said, "This is a very laudable cause, a very noble cause, and I think for the benefit of all parents in the United States. I'm sure that millions of people would wish that they had a better deal out of it." This comes just months after Harry and Meghan were revealed to be taking 5 months leave following the birth of their daughter. Royal expert Marlene Koenig compared this to American mothers and insisted it is not the norm. Royal biographer Omid Scobie later told Good Morning America, "We're so used to seeing senior royals going back to work, but Harry and Meghan are leading by example. They offer up to 20 weeks parental leave at MAUL. It'll be several months off work for the pair of them." Meghan, 40, and her husband, Prince Harry, 37, have 2 children together, Archie, 2, and Lilibet, 4 months. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex stepped back from their royal duties last year and moved to California, where Meghan grew up. The Duchess used her royal platform last week as she wrote to senior Democrats, urging them not to compromise or negotiate over paid leave. Her message came as U.S. President Joe Biden's administration prepared to scale back the new Build Back Better Act. The preliminary bill is now set to include only 4 weeks of paid leave rather than the 12 weeks initially floated by Democrats. The new legislation attempts to address the lack of support for new parents and families in the U.S. The U.S. is said to be the only developed nation that does not offer a national paid parental leave program. However, Meghan's intervention into the politics of her country has been criticized by some commentators.